let's talk about Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, and the injury bug hitting the Philadelphia Eagles. Nick Foles gets injured against the Patriots, shoulder strain, but honestly, I think he already had a shoulder strain before it actually happened because he was overthrowing receivers. He looked crusty out there. He looked bad as crap. Apparently the injury's not that bad, but to me, it just shows that the Philadelphia Eagles, you know, they don't have two dudes out there that are freaking, you know, they have two injury-prone quarterbacks. Carson Wentz with the ACL and Nick Foles with the shoulder strain, and I just have a feeling there's going to be more injuries to come for those two guys. So I think they got to add a third quarterback to the roster, even if they don't play him, even if, let's say, Wentz is 100% for week one or Nick Foles is 100% for week one, I still think they should have a third decent quarterback. When I say decent, I just mean like decent, like below decent. Let's go through the list of the three guys that I think the Philadelphia Eagles should consider signing to either play week one or to just sit behind Nick Foles and Carson Wentz just in case some crap goes down for some reason they both get hurt. Let's talk with my first guy though. Mr. Interception himself, Mr. I'ma give out freaking interceptions like it's Christmas time. I am from Santa Claus, Indiana, so it makes sense. Freaking Jay Cutler.
A quarter and a half for the Bears. And not a way to start it. Blitz coming. And D'Angelo Hall snatches it away. Hall will go the distance. My, oh my. Third interception for D'Angelo Hall. Deep ball. D'Angelo Hall with his fourth interception of the game.
He makes bad corners look good. He makes bad safeties look good, you know what I mean? He'll throw it right at your chest, make you look like Richard Sherman, gosh dang it. Again, yeah, I think if you throw him out there for 3 games, you can at least tolerate it. You know, Eagles fans, I know you're used to quarterbacks that are actually accurate, but I think you might have to actually downgrade for a few weeks and have to deal with Jay Cutler for a little bit. I wish this dude would have retired after the Bears though, because his name would have been at least a little bit, we would have respected him a little bit more. He made his name look worse than it already was, and I didn't know that was even possible to make his name look worse than it was before. He found a way to do it. Only Jay Cutler could do that. But I think he's still a decent quarterback if you have him for a few weeks, or if he's like a third string. You know, he's retired technically, but I feel like you dangle a little bit of chowder over him. I think he'll snatch that up in a second. Let's go to my second guy. I would still take Jay Cutler over Mark Sanchez in a second. You know, they're both pretty much the same. You know, you're both gonna get the same result out of them. You know, a few interceptions. You know, you'll get a sprinkle of touchdowns, but you'll get a buttload of interceptions with these two guys. But again, I think that's the best you can do. I looked at the free agent class, and if I'm picking these guys out of this free agent class right now, the free agents right now, you know that class is just dead. I mean, that class is just weak. But Mark Sanchez, I think, again, you can tolerate this dude, and he might get you a win. You know, you'll at least have somebody back there that has had experience, and he might get you a touchdown here or there. But I think they're gonna have to rely on Jay Ajayi a bunch if Nick Foles or Carson Wentz aren't there. So Mark Sanchez is my second guy. Again, I would still take Jay Cutler, but hey, it's pick your poison pretty much with those two guys. So yeah, and then my third guy, if they're even gonna do it, is Matt Moore. Matt Moore from the Miami Dolphins last season, and Matt Moore he played 4 games for the Dolphins last season and somehow threw 5 picks, which is very embarrassing. He found a way to throw 5 picks in 4 games. He threw 2 touchdowns against the Jets one week, so he's hit or miss. But again, you can tolerate any of these guys for a few games. It's like your parents coming into town. You can deal with them for a few days, but then you're packing their bags, you're sending them off. That's how I feel like it's gonna be with Jay Cutler, Sanchez, or Matt Moore. Matt Moore, I just threw him in there because I had to find a third quarterback, but I think it would have to come down to Jay Cutler and Mark Sanchez. But you never know what they're gonna do. Maybe Nick Foles starts week 1, which it's a big possibility he does, or maybe Carson Wentz does. But if they're both not 100%, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. See if they snatch up one of these guys. They get so desperate to the point they sign one of these guys. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. let me know what you think the Eagles' record's gonna be this year and what's gonna happen week 1. Who will be behind the center for the Eagles in week 1? Will it be Wentz? Will it be Foles? Will it be Jay Cutler or Mark Sanchez? I hope not. I hope not. But let me know what y'all think, and I'm signing out.